It was a night like any other when I found myself on that god-forsaken road. A winding, isolated stretch of asphalt that snaked through the mountains, long, dark, and devoid of life. I had no business being out there, but I'd been driving for hours, trying to escape the mess I'd made of my life. Divorce, debt, regret. I wasn't thinking clearly, but my mind needed the distraction, the solitude. The rain had started falling softly at first, then grew heavier as the miles ticked away. The wipers couldn't keep up. My headlights flickered in the downpour, casting strange shadows that danced along the edges of the road like specters. I remember thinking, it's just a rainstorm, nothing to worry about. Then, suddenly, the engine sputtered, a loud pop, and the car jerked to a stop. I tried to restart it. Nothing. Just the sound of the engine turning over, then a weak click. Damn it. I sat there for a moment, staring out the windshield, the rain pounding down harder now. I checked my phone. No signal. Typical. I'd been out of range for miles, the road long forgotten by civilization. The only thing I could see was the endless expanse of black, stretching out on either side of the car. It was so quiet. It was suffocating. I didn't panic immediately. I grabbed my flashlight and a jacket and I got out of the car. The rain hit me like icy needles, and the wind made it feel colder than it was. The car was a mess, a broken down hunk of junk, and there was nothing I could do about it out here. No tow trucks, no cell service, just me and the road. I walked for what felt like miles, hoping I might find some sign of life, a house, a phone, anything. The rain blurred everything, making the trees along the road look like shadows creeping in on me. My boots sloshed through the mud, and with every step, the world seemed to grow quieter, more oppressive. The stillness was unnerving, and then I heard it. A low, guttural sound, distant at first, like the growl of an animal, or maybe something worse. It echoed through the rain-soaked night, reverberating off the hills. My heart skipped. I paused, straining to listen, but the sound had stopped. Maybe it was just the wind, or an animal. Probably a bear, I thought, though I had no idea what kind of animals roamed these parts. I kept walking, but now I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. There was something out there, something waiting. Every crack of a twig, every rustle in the trees made my pulse spike. I couldn't help but turn around every few steps, half expecting to see something, someone, lurking in the shadows behind me. Then I saw it. A figure standing in the middle of the road, just a silhouette against the dark sky. A man. I froze. The figure didn't move, just stood there, completely still. For a second I thought it was a trick of the light, a shadow cast by the trees or some hallucination brought on by the stress of being alone for so long. But no, it was real. I called out to him, my voice trembling. "Hey, I need help. My car broke down. Can you help me?" No response. Nothing. I took a step forward, then another, feeling the ground shift under my feet as the rain continued to pour down. The figure didn't move, but I could swear I saw something wrong about the way he stood. His limbs were unnaturally still, as though he were frozen in place like a mannequin or a statue. I was about to call out again when something caught my eye. A glint of light far behind the figure. A set of headlights moving slowly along the road. Relief washed over me at the thought of help finally arriving. But as I turned to look back at the car, I heard a voice, soft, almost a whisper, coming from the figure in the road. "Don't turn around." My blood went cold. I froze. The voice was low, ragged, as if it had been scratched out of someone's throat. I couldn't move. I wanted to run, but my legs felt like they were made of stone. "Don't turn around." The voice came again, this time clearer, closer. It sounded as though the man was right behind me. I snapped around. There was nothing. Just the empty road, the rain, the dark. But the headlights, the car, had it stopped? Had it turned around? I looked down the road, trying to make sense of it all. That's when I saw it, a shape moving in the distance, growing larger. It was coming toward me, fast. I stumbled back, my heart hammering in my chest as panic seized me. The headlights grew brighter, but it wasn't a car. It was something else. The figure was still there, standing in the middle of the road. But now it was Smiley. I don't know how I moved, but I was running, my feet slipping in the mud, my breath coming in ragged gasps. I didn't dare look back, but the sound of the thing's laughter, the soft, wet sound of it, followed me. I didn't stop running until I hit the highway. It wasn't until then that I dared glance back, half expecting to see the road still stretching out, empty and desolate. But there was nothing. Just the rain, falling like it always had. I never found my car, never saw that road again. I took the first ride I could, leaving that place behind. But sometimes, late at night, when I'm alone, I hear it. That laugh, that voice. And I wonder, just for a moment, if it ever left. Hope you enjoyed and got your daily dose of horror. Subscribe and like for more. See you